Hello, Aquarius. Welcome to your monthly reading for April 2026. This is for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. You know, we're going to jump right in, Aquarius. If you are new to my channel, I'm going to give you your astrological overview. Then we're going to do a full Celtic cross spread. Then we'll break it down week by week. We'll pull more cards and go over a couple more aspects and a very busy month, and then your second spread. So, Aquarius, this is it. This is it. I hope you are buckled up. You're about to be connecting. You're going to be really social. Y'all are launching things. Y'all have already launched things. Now it's making it just wheels in motion. Wheels in motion. This is definitely going to be a significant month for you because you are going to be creating a lot of change. We're in Aries season. Yeah. But the biggest thing, Aries season, obviously really big. But the biggest thing, if you saw your 2026 forecast for Aquarius, you know that February, April, and July are the biggest, most major, most significant flashpoints, is what I call them, of 2026. We're here. And yeah, the astrology is not just rare. It's literally once a lifetime. Back in February, during our birthday season, yeah, if you're new to my channel, I'm an Aquarius. We have the Saturn-Neptune conjunction at 0 degrees Aries. Sure, we had an eclipse in our sign too, and that's propelling you still. Remember, that's give it a year. But that was big. The Great Reset, Saturn-Neptune, 0 degrees Aries, right? The beginning of the beginning, the creator degree. Powerful. Powerful. Remember, it's a seeding point. This powerful force, and maybe it was a little bit subtle for some of y'all. Oh, but it was building behind the scenes like a wave that brought you to April, Aries season, the crescendo, where you're going to realize that understand that the universe is conscious, harmonic with, divine timing, because what are the chances that all planets are direct, all systems go? We have not one, not two, not three, 7 planets in Aries. Okay? Nobody on this planet has ever experienced this. When is the last time you saw 7 planets in Aries? So, unless you are a vampire or a deep sea sponge, you have never experienced this. And coming out of this really strong Pisces energy, where it was all about dreaming big. Well, this is it. This is the month where you're going to feel like you woke up after fainting at a Cranberries concert. And now you are fired up. You want to live life. And it will be your mission to turn all of your dreams into reality. That's happening right now. Aries is all about mastery of self. It's the I am of the zodiac. It's the ram. It's the first breath. It's the fire in your belly. And when you've got the sun, Mercury, Saturn, Neptune, the moon, we're throwing in Chiron, and Mars, Aries ruler, the god of war, action, drive, libido, very assertive, and all these rare conjunctions, and a new moon, all in Aries. Well, April is going to be your fight song. You're going to be proving that not only are you capable, but you fully know thyself. And remember, not everything is on the whiteboard, okay? It's a loaded month. And I'm not going to go over every aspect. We'll talk about some of them at the end, okay? And yes, there is more on the bag. We're going to be moving into Taurus season. So that's great. Earth sign, you'll have 1 foot on the ground, but barely, because we have another reset. Yeah, this is that month. Uranus, your ruler, the planet of shocks and surprises, of breakthroughs, change, awakenings. Uranus is moving into Gemini for his permanent 7-year station, the first time in 84 years. And that's the last of the outer planets to change signs in this compressed period of time, locking in that rare grand trine, the prism portal, where all the outer planets are aspecting. When's the last time you saw that? That no one in this solar system, no human being, in this solar system has ever experienced that. So this month, as you begin this brand new journey in Aries season, you're going to be finishing up a 7-year story with Uranus that's been in your 4th house. We've talked about this since 2018. How many times did you move, Aquarius? 1, 2, 3. Oh, and some of y'all are definitely moving this month and next month. And you had maybe some shakeups in relationships, in finances. Things are changing now. Uranus is moving into Gemini. Uranus does so much better in Gemini. Uranus is the sky god. In an air sign, Uranus couldn't do anything in Taurus, in that fixed earth sign, your ruler. So this is going to be a big month of change for you. And if you saw my April astrology overview live stream that I did, which I'll leave at the end of this video, you're welcome, because there is a lot there I talk about that I'm not going to mention here because that's how loaded April is. You will know that this isn't just another reset with Uranus moving into Gemini. Uranus will conjunct the fixed star Alcyon in the Pleiades, a royal star of awakenings and unveiling. You're already seeing that. And for the first time since the last ice age, 12,000 years, Sedna, a dwarf planet, meaning just like Pluto, right? Meaning is very significant. Sedna will be in Gemini at 0 degrees as well. And Sedna represents like the collective conscious, expanding, evolution of the mind. And that's what Uranus in Gemini already does. That is expanding your consciousness. And so when you've got all of this happening, this triple conjunction at that 0 degree point, the beginning of the beginning, pure potential in Gemini. Oh, this isn't a new era. We are becoming a new species. This is our evolution accelerated. Remember, Uranus and an air sign. Everything's going to start changing, but especially for you. And that's the point of April too, by the way. April isn't just life changing. It's a whole other frequency. And always remember, you have the power to choose how you navigate, how you're going to navigate April, because yes, it will test your patience. Yes, it will test your, ambition, your karma, your spiritual warrior. April is the hero's journey. And you're the author of your story. So Aquarius, what will be your first chapter? Because right off the bat, you're going to have a major turning point on Wednesday, April 1st, the full moon in Libra at 12 degrees. As you know, full moons illuminate. They bring endings. Libra rules your 9th house. So there we go. There's got to be some change. But we're going to keep it light because remember, we're going to talk about this next week in your weekly forecast. Just know there may be some changes in relationships. Some contracts may be ending. You may be coming back from a really long trip. You may be planning a really long trip. You also may be, this is your 9th house. There's definitely something here. You may be writing a book. 9th house is publishing. You're writing a book. You should be. You're going to have a 7-planet stellium in your 3rd house. Remember, Aries rules your 3rd house of writing. You got Neptune there. Some of y'all gonna be writing fantasy novels. Isn't that right? But this full moon, 9th house is also the courts. It's legal matters. There may be some official paperwork around this time. Maybe it's the ending of some commitments for you. But we do have a T-square this day, okay? This is a full moon with a T-square with the sun in Aries, Jupiter in Cancer. There may be something here with work. There may be some contracts ending. But maybe some new ones coming in too. It is a turning point, and it is a Venus-ruled full moon. So think harmony, all right? Think harmony. We do have 4 planets in Aries at this point. That's a lot of energy in your 3rd house. It does look like there's something being signed. If you are a cross watcher, if you watch for your rising or your moon, or for your husband, Jack. It doesn't matter. All the cardinal signs, Aries, Cancer, Libra, Capricorn, you're going to feel this the most. If you have any planets 10 to 15 degrees in any of those signs in your natal chart, well, those planets are going to be aspected by this full moon. You will really feel it. Now, there's a lot here. In the very first week, where you're going to have some changes, okay? We'll talk about it next week because I really want to point out Thursday, April 9th, Mars moving into Aries. Yeah, this is big. This is the God warrior. He's come home. This is his kingdom. It's been 2 years. And what makes this big is because at this point you have 5 planets in Aries. And Mars in Aries, you're going to feel like something inside you suddenly came to life. Okay? You're not just a spiritual warrior. You're an Olympian. You're Homer. You're, Aquaman. Lucy Liu. It doesn't matter. Whoever you want. Mars in Aries is determination. It's taking risks. And this is, again, you got Neptune here. You've got Saturn here. Here's the thing. This is your third house. So what does that even mean? Third house is communication. It's writing projects. It's branding yourself. It's PR, marketing, advertising. That's all in the realm of communication. But the third house is also the internet. It's online. It's doing things online. And so some of y'all could start a blog. Some of you could start social media. There could be a lot of energy around social media for your business, for your brand. It's also siblings. It's aunts, uncles, cousins. It's a lot of family energy as well. Third house is really being curious about things. Remember, the third house is the mind. You got 5 planets here in the mind. You got to be processing a lot. You're going to be having a lot of important conversations. You're going to be moving the needle forward based on, thought. Remember, I said, a lot of you are going to become the thought leaders, the writers, the even spiritual leaders, all of that. Don't forget, Saturn natively rules your 12th. And so you're really going to be tapped in, okay? Your spiritual side, intuition, all of that, okay? And you're not going to be wasting any time. You are going to be taking action. You've got Mars in Aries until May 18th. And you only live once. And you got things to do. So use this. All the fire signs, obviously, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, it's going to feel this the most. But who else? The air signs. Gemini, Libra, you. All right? Now, the other thing that's happening that I'm just going to point out real quickly, because you might love this, Sunday, April 12th, I would say is one of the best aspects of the season. I mean, you have Venus and Taurus, sextile Jupiter and Cancer. 16 degrees is it's the 2 benefics, Venus and Jupiter, but Venus is in her domicile in Taurus. Venus rules Taurus. Jupiter is exalted in Cancer. So this is lollipops, bunny rabbits, lawnmowers, things like that. It's just like, this is luck, love, relationships, money. All right. So for you, there's a lot of energy here with money and work. A lot of y'all may have some changes here. That looks like promotions, maybe new contracts, new clients, new contractors. The other thing is a lot of home energy. All right. So remember, you have Venus and Taurus for the first few weeks in April, and that is your 4th house of home and family, your roots, real estate. Keep it in mind. This is amazing. All right. Another thing that I'm just going to point out real quickly, April 15th, Mercury does move into Aries. Wednesday, yeah, April 15th. Now, this is a lot, all right? This is all of them, pretty much. All in Aries, 7 planets. And remember, Mercury's Hermes. This is fast. This is quick to speak, quick to think, quick to react, no filter. That's Mercury in Aries, okay? Not holding back. There really are no brake pads here when it comes to communicating. So I really want you to be mindful of that, because Mercury is the ruler of the 3rd house, and you have in Mercury's home in your 3rd house, joining a gaggle of planets in your 3rd house. You're going to have things to say. All right? For the rest of the month, Mercury will be here. All right? Words have weight. They can be pointed. Words can leave a little bit of a sting. Or you can use the higher expression here. And just keep this in mind, because you have so much focus on communication, on family, on things online, right? Things that sometimes, can go viral. So, higher expression, you can be a role model, that thought leader, leave an impression, make your mark. I mean, Aquarius, y'all are great writers. Y'all are the geniuses, the inventors. But this is it. There's no more planets in Pisces. So you are fully activating your dream. Okay? And again, please take advantage of this. Third house is launching things. Yeah. It's launching businesses. It's selling things, right? Third house, Mercury ruled. Okay. Mercury, mercantile, selling stuff. Again, a lot of y'all may be doing something very active with transactions. Please take advantage. Please take advantage of just doing what you need to do. As some of you know, I just celebrated my 4-year anniversary as well. That was on March 26th. I think actually when these videos come out. Either way, that was 2022, 4 years ago. So thank you so much for all your support, all your kindness. Aquarius, we are a team. I wouldn't be here without you. Y'all are so amazing. And the reason I'm telling you this, well, I really am grateful and thankful, but I want to paint you this picture. Believe it or not, astrologers do plan things by aspects. And so what did I say? I started this channel March 26, 2022. I purposely did it during Aries season. You take out the Aries season part, if that doesn't even matter to you, equinox, okay? When things come to life. You have a lot of energy launching things, doing things, getting things done, getting visibility, all of that during Aries season, okay? Around this time, please take advantage. You'll never have 7 planets here again, all right? Just let you know, things are going to grow for you, all right? And if you have been a subscriber since the Venus-Jupiter-Sirius triple conjunction, you remember that? Last August, I told you to plant seeds. Well, if you remember, I quit my full-time job. I quit my full-time office job to spend more time here with you, doing your forecast, but also launching Great Awakener. And so that's been a journey. Thank you so much for everyone who's joined. And if you are new to my channel, I am psychic. I do remote viewing. Great Awakener is where I do more of that. Okay. Not in this channel, but more over there where I can speak a lot more freely. We actually started this, what is it? Like a tracker, predictions tracker. So the predictions I made when they came true, but it's not just me. It's me. It's other astrologers. It's other readers, even hypnotherapists. You get free hypnotherapy. It's all live streams. So doing a 4-year anniversary sale until April 1st to thank you and to celebrate. And there's a lot more information in the description box with the code and everything. It's anniversary, but it takes you straight to the thing. Anyway, y'all, Aquarius, I'm in a really good mood today. Ruby was able to walk. She walked. It was amazing to watch. It was a short 2 blocks, but she walked. Anyway, you see what's happening back here, right? This is, again, there's a lot that's not on the whiteboard, but I'm just going to point out the big things for you. Thursday, April 16th, the sun conjunct Chiron, all right? And that's happening in Aries. This is Chiron, the wounded healer. This has to do with your old past wounds, some that are deeply rooted in your subconscious, some that go all the way back to childhood, where you are your worst enemy. You're really hard on yourself. But this is the sun in Aries. Remember, the sun is exalted in Aries. And so this is actually optimistic. This is you feeling good about overcoming anything where you get in your way. This is healing your identity. So This is amazing because what's happening on this day, Mars is going to sextile Pluto in Aquarius. You know, you got Pluto for another 18 years now. So you got the two most powerful planets, Mars and Pluto, in a sextile. It's a window of opportunity. This aspect does say bigger is better, okay? This is powerful. This is you being a force to be reckoned with. Use this day. Launch something. Do something. Community, by the way, will be your most important currency at this point. But again, please launch. This is all about connecting. The third house is all about connecting. Anyway, and this is definitely going to have a lot to do with career, profession, your reputation, your legacy. Remember, Pluto natively rules your 10th house. So just keep that in mind. This is happening right at the same time as the new moon in Aries. Friday, April 17th. It's at 27 degrees. It's right on top of Chiron, the wounded healer. So everything in your life will change because you will change. Anything you feel that has scarred you, you're going to be using now to empower you. All right? We'll talk about it more in your weekly forecast, but just the magnitude of this new moon, it's really big. You have a stellium of planets in the sign of the beginning. This is a new origin story for you and for your new era. And at the same time, we do have a triple conjunction with Mercury, Saturn, your traditional ruler, and Mars. Okay? Yeah. That's strong. You're going to let it be known what your new story is. Even if no one cares. Oh, you won't give a fox. Because you are doing you as a new, bold, confident, inspiring you. You're going to see some big changes. All right? Because with this new moon, you see how big it already is? There's power boosters. They got about 4 conjunctions right after it. And we'll talk about it. But the biggest one for you, Saturday, April 18th, Juno is going to conjunct Pluto in your sign. Whoa. Wow. That has not happened in over 250 years. There you go. Juno is Jupiter's wife, asteroid. Hera in Greek. Juno is Libra's asteroid. So Juno has everything to do with truth, justice, transparency, equality, in love, in marriage, in partnerships. It can be business partners. It can be personal relationships, like your relationship with your, book agent. It's all about commitments, agreements. And you got Juno conjuncting Pluto in your sign. So it does look like there's something really being formed here. The potential for something to be really long lasting. And honestly, there's definitely going to be some truths coming to the surface. It could be you confessing something. It could be you calling someone out for something. Just be very mindful because Mercury in Aries will sextile Pluto in your sign during this time. All right? At the same time, the next day, Sunday, April 19th, you have Mars conjunct Saturn in Aries. 7 degrees. Yeah. So this is pretty close to it. This is actually going to be obviously it's how you use these energies. Mars conjunct Saturn in Aries at 7 degrees. Again, it's sextile Pluto in your sign. We'll talk about it when we get there. But just this alone, it's the 2 malefic planets in Aries. And remember, you already have Mercury here. So anyway, you have not had this in 29 years. The late 90s. Okay? So-called life, etc. Anyway, we'll talk about this in your weekly forecast, but it's sobering. All right? You might not see I was someone. For you, it definitely looks like someone family related. It could be a neighbor. It could be a sibling. But it could, it's your third house. It could be someone like a boss or an executive as well. Someone at work someone online like a troll, things like that, things that like get your goat. Okay, this is all about discipline, courage, focused action. You have the opportunity here to build something long lasting. It's a new cycle for you. So I'm just letting you know, you might want to just kind of circle this week. It's a big week. All right, this is one of those tests. Remember, Saturn is karma. And I do have to say something here. And I obviously will talk about this in your weekly forecast, but I got you, Team Aquarius, just letting you know now because it bears repeating. Mars is physicality, all right? Saturn, wise, old, yeah, but he is bones, okay? So be very mindful, physical, in your physical environment, because this can be a little bit of bumps and bruises and bangs and things like that. Walking into like sliding glass doors. Yeah, it happens. It happens. Okay? So just be very mindful with this aspect. Is very powerful. It's in your third house. You have a megaphone this day. People will be listening to you. The other thing is Saturn natively rules your 12th. And the 12th house, the lower expressions would be like self-sabotage, not facing your fears, hidden enemies, but also like isolation and like hospitals. So that's what I'm just saying. Just be very mindful. All right. I'm not saying anything is going to happen, right? I'm just saying, just reading the chart for you. And as an Aquarius, hey, I've been going through some health issues. So just watch it out for y'all. All right. The same day, by the way, we will move into Taurus season. So this is going to help you breathe a little bit. You're going from ram to bull, slowing things down, touching, tasting, feeling. It's Taurus season. Appreciating the things that you have around you. A lot of focus on home and family. A lot of focus here. Okay? Here's the thing. You're going to have a couple conjunctions right after with Mercury, Saturn, Mars. I already told you about them. So really strong energies. But when we get to Tuesday, was it Thursday? April 23rd. Yeah, this is a big one. Venus conjunct Uranus and Taurus. That's going to be at 29 degrees. This is it. This is the last aspect you're going to have with Uranus and Taurus ever. This is the last moment of the old era. Okay? Remember, you see what's happening the next day. So, 29 degrees, critical degree, energetic degree. It's like a graduation. What have you learned since 2018 when it came to home and family, your relationship with your parents, your significant other, your children, grandchildren, grandparents, your roots, moving, breakups. This is Uranus, right? Breakups, breakthroughs. Again, finances, relationships, things that you value. There is going to be something that happens around this time. Uranus is all about freedom, all about liberation. And so there may be something surprising, something exciting. There may be something big, as in moving, as in buying property, as in someone moving in. Okay, it is your fourth house. All right. But remember, Uranus wants you to do something new, to be experimental, to shake things up. This aspect favors the curious. All right? Keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. This is going to be a really, really, really big day. There might be something here with partnerships and contracts and agreements, because we will have a first quarter moon in Leo that will square Uranus and Taurus. And as you know, Uranus is your ruler. All the fixed signs, Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius, will feel this the most. Now, Friday, April 24th, you see Venus is leaving Taurus, moving into Gemini. That's great. You love that. This is your vibe, air sign. This is mental stimulation. This is flirty. This is, think words, sentences, texts, banter, all of that. But it's Venus in Gemini. Why is this such a big deal for you? Is because Gemini, your BFF air sign, rules your fifth house. And so the fifth house is love. It is pleasure. It's true love. It's romance. It's family. It's children. It's hobbies and recreations. It's creative projects. It's sex. Fifth house is procreation. So you have Venus here, the planet of love and money. So there's some really big things happening. It looks like a lot of y'all are expanding the family, having kids. A lot of y'all are working on like really big creative projects. Again, maybe writing projects. But Venus and Gemini is like making deals and pitching, things like that. And then, of course, Saturday, April 25th, Uranus, your ruler, moves into Gemini, where he does a lot better. And you experienced Uranus and Gemini last year, all right? Last summer. You were stimulated. You felt stimulated. That Gemini rules the mind, but also the nervous system. You were restless when it came to love and relationships and creative projects and all that fifth house energy. I mean, but it was a lot of you. Uranus is your ruler. It was a lot of you in the mind. It was a lot that you were processing, maybe overload, maybe too much stimulation, because Uranus and Gemini is acceleration as well. There's definitely going to be change for you for the next 7 years, but again, in a great way. A lot of breakthroughs. If you're a subscriber, you know I am a 0-degree Gemini rising. I really felt this. With Uranus and Gemini 0 degrees. But every Aquarius is going to feel it differently. And again, this is Uranus, Venus, Sedna, Alcyon, a quadruple conjunction at 0 degrees Gemini. There's going to be a really, really big shift here, okay? It will be the air signs that feel this the most. And mutable. I'm going to throw in Virgo, Sagittarius, and Pisces as well. All right? For 7 years, but the first 2 years, wow. Just wait until the summer when Uranus trines Pluto in your sign, our sign. Just wait. Let's get started. I'm looking at the time. Oh my gosh. This is a big, you can see it's a big month. A lot of y'all, I mean, like, I'm just going to go ahead and congratulate you now. A lot of y'all are going to be starting new things. I love it. Let's get started. Speaking of getting started, Aries season. All right. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. April 2026, Aquarius. How are you doing, Team Aquarius? You look so good. I love your haircut. This is going to be an amazing month. But just, again, remember, it's a lot of Aries energy. Mars is kind of leading that parade. Mars is martial. It can be aggressive energy. Just keep that in mind. All right? I do a traditional Celtic cross spread. Offers the best overview for a monthly reading. If we need to pull clarifiers, Aquarius, Team Aquarius, you know I always got you. Y'all are amazing. So much happening with career for you too, by the way. Yeah, with Jupiter direct. Oof, you're going to have a lot of changes. If you're here for that, wow. Okay, Aquarius, you want to talk? Let's talk about this. You're really, really, really good. We're going to have to talk about something. You do have the 8 of Pentacles. Great. You're getting busy. You're doing your thing. A lot of y'all are learning something new. It's like you've already, remember, what is it, April? Yeah, just the past 3 months. Out with the old, in with the new. You remember you had so many conjunctions in your sign in January, in February. You had an eclipse. That makes sense. You want change. You're making it happen. And you're being very diligent. This is your wax on, wax off moment. So as you move into April, continue to build. Focus on what you're doing. A lot of y'all are going for the gold. You're going for your legacy. Big goals here. Okay. This is work, career, money, anything that has to do with money. Whatever it is, whatever you're doing, it's giving. It's giving to your community, to the collective, to your family. This is amazing. All right. So keep doing you. This card is attributed to Sun and Virgo, by the way. Remember, Virgo rules your eighth house. Eighth house is change. It is transformation. And then you got the Two of Wands in the heart of your spread. So this is really interesting because he's holding the world in his hand. You made it. Or at least you know you're going to make it. You're standing at the top of your castle. You have an amazing view. You've already achieved a lot. And now you're ready. Okay? You're ready to move forward, but you've got a plan. That's perfect. For this month, remember, you could feel a little bit rushed, maybe feeling that things are not happening fast enough for you. Don't forget, Saturn is in Aries, okay? Where he doesn't do well. Saturn's your traditional ruler, but that actually makes it good for you. You're good at pacing. You're going to be good at pacing. Just don't hold back. All right? I don't think you will. This card is actually attributed to Mars and Aries. It's a very powerful card. It's when you know you have power. And you will know this month that you have power. So use it. Okay? For the greater good. Because you have the Magician in your challenge area. So if there's one thing here that I'm going to tell you, you've got to believe in yourself. Okay? You have to believe what you're doing is going to work. You have to believe that whatever your future goals, vision are, you're going to make it happen. Okay? I'm going to show you something here. You see the wands. Wands are your passions. They have the spirit of fire. It's that fire in your belly. They're very spirited. Heavily related to work, profession, career, but just think passions. All right? You see that one wand is bolted down. Yeah? And one wand is outside the castle. You see the same thing with him. He's got 1 foot in, 1 foot out. When you've got the Magician in your challenge area, there's a little bit of holding back. No. Go for it. Remember, you and Aries have so much in common. And one of the best things here about Aries season is taking risks. Take those risks, okay? You never know. But you've got to feel that confidence. The other thing is, like, there might be someone that, listen, there might be someone here that might not be joining this, like, your journey with you, okay? Maybe not the right person for your next journey, for your new journey. It could be someone like a business partner that you've been with for a long time. It could be a colleague. It could be, one of your employees. Whatever it is, just know that the South Node is still in Virgo, and there's still going to be activation points. That is your 8th house. So either way, just know that there might be someone here. Just think about it, okay? And that's the thing that could be holding you back. It could also be a person that is holding you back. You just got to move forward because you got that 6 of Pentacles in your crown. Again, everything that you're doing this month, there is a sense of, like, generosity. Like, I'm giving back. I'm giving to the community. I'm giving to the collective. I am Aquarius. I represent the collective. I am the humanitarian. So really nice here. If you're seeking support, if you feel like you need it, you're making it happen. You have to take that action, right? And so I really love the 6 of Pentacles in your crown. It's really, really, really nice because it's inspired action for all this to happen. This gratitude, this generosity, this balance of giving back and receiving, all of that. Okay. Your Judgment in the root of your spread. Pluto's going to be really active now. I'm just letting you know. Pluto is in your sign, as you know. He's got some power moves this month. Judgment is attributed to the planet Pluto, and it's in your sign. And that's really relevant because Judgment, because Uranus, your ruler, is going to be moving into Gemini, the mind, right? You also have we will have like a rare air grand trine. There's a lot that's happening this month. Either way, This is having an awakening. This is having this wake-up call. That's what Uranus does. Remember, he has wake-up calls. He has awakenings. But Pluto in your sign, that's the biggest one, right? And so you will eventually have Venus trine Pluto too. But either way, you are going to be waking up this month. You're going to know what your calling is. And a lot of the aspects this month support that. Especially a lot of the aspects with Neptune, which that we do have a lot of conjunctions. So these aspects that haven't happened in 164 years, there's so many that we have never experienced as a collective. You have never experienced. You're going to experience. And so really big wake up call. That's like you're gonna know what your calling is. But again, you have to believe in yourself and you have to go for it. And then you have the Hierophant. You're going to be good. You remember, you're going to be the thought leaders. You're going to be those spiritual warriors. People are going to be listening to you. You're leading the movement, right? Of this rare grand trine. Pluto's part of it is in your sign. And so Aquarians, you're going to be going through a lot of change. You are among the top in the next few years. A really big change, but again, you are going to be at the forefront. Your third house, you have 7 planets in your third house. You have a megaphone, you have a platform, use it. This is imparting wisdom, okay? He connects the divine and our physical realm. That's the first card in the major arcana where other people appear other than the main figure, okay? You can't lead if there's no one to lead. You're going to be good. This is also a lot of structure, organization. That's all, Saturn in Aries for you. Building foundation for yourself. You want to see something cool? This card, is all about blessings, right? But we call him the young Hierophant. Look at his hand gesture. It's the same as the Hierophant, the high priest. So it does feel like you're really manifesting what you're going to become. Let's get to your stuff. This can also be like, with what's happening for you, it could even be like you as, that role model, you as the, role model as a parent, as, whatever it is. It's like people listening to you and you, again, imparting wisdom through whatever work you do. If you like this reading, it'd be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments, Aquarius. Let me know what's going on. Team Aquarius, y'all are amazing. Okay, let's see what's going on here. Okay, yeah. You're gonna be fine. You're gonna be good. We got to talk about something. Well, actually, no, you're good. You got the Knight of Wands. Listen, you also got the Knight of Pentacles. The Knights, they're all on a mission. They're all active. They all have a purpose. They all have drive, right? The Knight of Wands, this is, talk about like fire under your feet. Again, all that Aries energy. But Knight of Wands is double fire. And Sagittarius. Sagittarius rules your 11th house of your future hopes and wishes and long-term goals and aspirations. And he wants to transform his life. He's truly on a journey. He's truly on a mission. He wants to go after everything. So this is kind of like epitomizing Aries season for you. This is just saying, don't stop. Don't turn back. There's no turning back. Just go forward. Feel brave and courageous. Take those risks, all in the name of moving the needle forward for you, for where you want to be. You have the Knight of Pentacles in your external factors area. It looks like there is going to be someone that is, beneficial, supportive, that is in it to win it with you for the long haul. So it could be a new partnership that's forming. The Knight of Pentacles, he's the slowest knight, but it's because he's planted his seeds. He's going to reap his rewards, but his rewards are more long-term. He has more of a long-term vision. You even see that oak tree, right? All the way in the back. Look at his helmet and the horse, the oak leaves. He's connected to his future. And this is the biggest field in tarot. You can plant as many seeds as you want, all right? Very similar, okay? With that Eight of Pentacles, Sun in Virgo, Knight of Pentacles, Virgo, and then you have the Ace of Cups. Yeah, you want that. You want that endorphin rush, the kick to the oxytocin, all of that. That's the Ace of Cups. That's what it's kind of like the goal. That tears of joy moment. This big, beautiful new thing that you're starting. That's emotionally moving. That's nirvanic and rapturous. And again, you can have it all. You can have it all. You just got to move and do. And then you have the Nine of Wands and your final outcome. This is not giving up. This is like self-preservation. This is resilience. He's gone through it. You can see the gauze on his head. But he's not giving up. Okay? He's hanging in there. He's doing his best. So don't give up. There's, like I said, you're going to have some tests. I'll clarify that one. You're going to have some tests this month, and things might test you. It's Wands. That happens to be Moon and Sagittarius, by the way, what the Nine of Wands is attributed to. And just so you know, I'll give you a little sneak peek now. We have 2 full moons in May, one of which is Sagittarius. All right? We'll talk about it. I told you things are get bonkers when, yeah. Anyway, yeah. Oh my gosh, what is going on here? You got the 10 of Wands. Okay, so don't give up, but know what you want. All right? Are you investing your time, energy, blood, sweat, tears, heart, soul into something that you know you need to let go? Yeah, leave it in the old world. Think about it, okay? With that 10 of Wands, I'll do one more. Think about it. There may be something you have to really think about, something that you might be working really hard for. But if you're not paying attention to the signs the universe has given you, or not trusting your intuition, just think about it. Yeah? You might have a moment. Please think about it. Yeah, that Ace of Swords. Okay? That's a big breakthrough. But it's a huge breakthrough, huge mental breakthrough too. Something that can ease a lot of stress or things that are just taking up too much headspace when you need to let all this new stuff in. When you got things to do. This is also, remember, your third house is lit, as the kids say, right? Contracts, agreements. I mean, it's signing things, that third house. And then, yeah, you will have some partnership activity, but even still, it is the biggest sword in the deck. There's a lot of power. It's having big, brilliant ideas that go somewhere. You see the crown here. This is success and victory too, but it is the biggest sword. Aces, new beginnings, new opportunities. Swords, the mental suit, communication. You have 7 planets in your third house of the mind and communicating. So, if this is not the biggest, okay, let's break it down week by week. Let's do this. I can't even with you, Aquarius. And this also means there may be something that you do realize this is just, too much burden. I'm being burnt out. That's having that clarity. And then realizing that there's this new path or something opening up for you too. Anyway, because it is the hand of spirit. Anyway, let's break it down week by week. The first week, as you know, full moon in Libra. You're obviously going to feel that too. It actually, I think it's good for, this one's good for you, the full moon in Libra. But just one thing I'm going to point out is 2 days later, Venus and Taurus will square Pluto in Aquarius. Okay. And that will be Friday, April 3rd. So basically at the same time as the full moon. So there can be like love, money, relationships, things that have to do in the home space as well. There could be something here testing you because You probably know what I'm going to say. I always bring it up. When it happens, we will have the moon in Scorpio. Yeah. And the moon in Scorpio brings a little bit of intensity, a lot of it. And we will have another T-square here. Okay? So all the fixed signs, like you will really feel this one. There may be some truths coming around this full moon, big ones. Okay? But it could be you. It could be you being honest with yourself about something. Now, the other thing is, yeah, just know that Mars is moving into Aries on Thursday, April 9th. It's big. Let's see what's going on for you the first week, all right? And we are going to use the Tarot of the Divine. See if any cards overlap. This is what we do in the second spread. Okay, first week for you, Aquarius. You, stop it. Stop. Okay, sure. So when you get the same card from two different decks, that's when you want to pay attention. That's the universe saying, we got to let them know. We got to let Aquarians know. This is our wink to them. Yeah, the Two of Wands twice. Really pay attention to this, okay? Plan your next step. Don't move into anything that you feel like might be a dead end if you feel it deep in your gut. Take your time planning, but have a plan and act on it, okay? You got power. Use it. Second week, Aquarius. Well, you know, one of the best aspects is happening. I have to say, and then Mercury moves into Aries, and then, yeah, the sun with Chiron, Mars sextile Pluto, new moon in Aries, Mercury sextile Pluto in your sign, Juno conjunct Pluto in your sign, Mars conjunct Saturn. We move into Taurus season. That's only half of what's happening the second week. So let's see what's going on for you the second week. It's a big one. There's something really big happening for you. The potential is there for Aquarius second week. Seven of Swords. Interesting. Very interesting. That's your card. Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords is attributed to actually moon in Aquarius. And so remember what I said earlier. Like, even are you being honest with yourself about something? Is there something you're holding in? Something that you got to say? Or even admit to yourself? Yeah? Have your moment. Have your moment. But also, the second week, be very mindful of other people. All this strong energy, and then with your 12th house activated, remember, that is like, you know, hidden enemies, right? So that would be like when you realize some people that you thought were supporting you may not be. Okay? I'll clarify that. Seven of Swords. Just be honest with yourself and don't let anyone get away with anything. Okay? You're going to be good. Yeah, the Ace of Wands. So when 20 seconds ago I said something big's going to happen for you, well, there it is. There's your affirmation. The week of the new moon in Aries, when we have 7 planets in Aries. All right? When you're meant to launch something. So your third ace. Ace of Wands. New opportunity, new project, new path. Something you're very passionate about. Third week. A lot of conjunctions. The big one would be Venus conjunct Uranus in Taurus. And then, of course, Venus moving into Gemini with Uranus moving into Gemini. The triple conjunctions there. Alcyon, throw in Sedna. That's more for the collective, but yeah. Big week. Everything shifts for you in the biggest way. And you're definitely going to be feeling it a little bit earlier because it's that 29-degree point with Venus and Uranus. Big. Let's see. Third week for you. Aquarius, the big week for you is the third week. Oh, yeah. By the way, the day that Uranus moves into Gemini, which is Saturday, April 25th, the sun will square Pluto in your sign. 5 degrees. There is something that is coming out. there's something coming out. Okay? Truth, secret, things like that. But you're going to be fine. Because you have the Nine of Cups, the wish come true card for the third week. Everything's changing for you the third week. It's not only that, this is a card of complete satisfaction and you getting something that you want, but in a sense of like you earned it. Like it's the wish come true card, but it's also like a sense of, being proud of yourself too, like achievements. It's a lot of enlightenment. That last week, the big thing would be April 28th, Venus trine Pluto in your sign. Okay, remember Venus is in Gemini at this point. This is going to give you a really nice preview of Uranus trine Pluto in your sign, only because it's connecting Gemini. Anyway, this is when we do have that grand air trine with Libra. So it just feels like the last week, this is such a strong trine. You're going to feel it the week before. You're going to feel it into May. And again, this is all about you. Pluto's in your sign. Pluto is power. Pluto's empowerment. Okay? Pluto is transformation. You're going to have a lot of big changes. And also, career is a big theme. And then remember, Venus is, love and money is in your fifth house. Fifth house is also like entrepreneur energy. You're just going to have big opportunities. Let's see what's going on for you that last week. Of April. Oh, the Five of Cups. Very interesting. Yeah, there's going to be something that may happen that last week where you miss something that you had before. And by the way, every week there's always one or two cards that shows up in every zodiac sign in their weekly forecast or their monthly forecast. Yep. If you're a cross watcher, the Five of Cups has come up a lot. So, the Five of Cups is actually really strong here because, well, first, Five of Cups is attributed to Mars and Scorpio. Yep. Strong. Remember, Mars rules both Aries and Scorpio. Now, why is this I'm like, what for you? Because, well, I told you that we're going to have 2 full moons, right? In May. May 1st, we will have a full moon in Scorpio. That's your 10th house. Career. There may be some changes. Okay? I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm saying you're making changes. But again, are you holding on to something? Are you trying to make something work, like fetch? And that your energy should be is somewhere else. It's the same thing here. I mean, the Five of Cups is it's something that maybe you could regret some decision you made because you weren't taking you were not trusting your intuition. But remember, 2 full cups right behind her. Okay, all you have to do is move toward your future. Don't dwell on the past. All right. Spilled milk. I'll clarify the Five of Cups. I'm an Aquarius. I want to see. Of course, this is for me as much as for you. Yeah. Four of Swords. It does look like something something with relationships. There may be something here. With that Four of Swords, which is all about just rest and retreat and just stillness of mind. It's great. Okay. It's something where, it might be really impactful, but you're going to take that time to just okay, I'm processing this. This happened. Uranus moved into Gemini. That's a big deal. 0 degrees. It's affecting me the most with all the other air signs. But there may be something there with that Five of Cups that does have a strong impact on you. And Five of Cups is really about emotional healing and, recognizing that some things have happened and you have to come to terms with it. All right, I'll do one more for you. Yeah.
I don't know. You saw me. I didn't. So, Five of Cups, and then that Four of Swords, which is just resting, just knowing that you're protected, taking a step back. And then remember what I said about that Five of Cups, the Two Cups behind her. Oh, you got the Two of Cups. So, you're going to be fine. You're going to be good. Just remember, the old world's gone. Okay? You're moving into the new world. And you've got a lot to look forward to. That Two of Cups, Ace of Swords, this leadership, the Hierophant. Like, you're good, Aquarius. Thanks so much. Next week, we will go deeper into the first week of April. And, oh yeah, the second spread, the bonus spread, we're going to use the Tempest deck. We're going to look at love. We're going to look at career. We're going to look at money. We're going to pull out more cards. Okay. And again, see what overlaps here. So really good and legendary members. Thank you for being members. Anyone's welcome to join. If you like, you know where to find the link. If you like this reading, it'd be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments. Aquarius, Team Aquarius. Oh my diddly days. Okay, I'm gonna let you go. Thanks so much. It's gonna be a big month. But you see a lot of big things happening for you. All right. I'll talk to you next week. Bye bye.